Hello, this is the one you've been waiting for, fanpub.com. This is it, the bold prediction number one for this year, where we turn the tables on their heads. And we've mentioned this with Kirk Cousins. I'm not going to belittle the point. What you're looking for in fantasy, isn't it? Something exciting. That's what you want. You want something that can win your league. You want a bold prediction number one. If you look at the bold predictions from this channel over the last couple of years, let's look at them. David Johnson. That was a good prediction 2 years ago. We talked about Gronk last year and Brady together in a stack. I think that would have got you in the playoffs. It certainly got me in the playoffs. And I'd say anybody that followed that and used their first round, because you could have got Brady in the third and Gronk in the second, you would have had a great year, quite frankly. This guy offers this kind of exciting upside that rarely see and is going to turn the tables on its head. Elite quarterbacks is a metric's forgotten. It's for some reason, I can't understand this yet, all the experts have started to trend off, and naturally we've all followed it. We've all agreed with them. We've all gone, oh yeah, that makes sense. And because we're all doing it, quarterbacks' values are dropping. Well, that's great. You can capitalise on a quarterback late, and that's nice. But elite is elite, and Deshaun Watson is elite. Now, we've only seen a 7-game sample size. He can't carry that on for 16 games. Of course he can't. But let's think about this for a minute. Let's just consider this for an upside. If we want to talk about ceilings, let's think about this. Could he get 4,000 yards? I think that's very capable. Why? Well, their schedule, number one, is absolutely perfect for them, both running and catching. Do they have an elite wide receiver? Yes, they do. DeAndre Hopkins, who was brilliant with Deshaun Watson. Do they have a number two to take pressure off him? Yes, they do, because they have what we've already talked about on this list, Will Fuller, who's also on this list. You then have a running game. Well, we could argue the running game's a bit of a plodder, but Lamar Miller's going to capitalise on a soft schedule. Opportunity trumps talent. Absolutely. Look at the defence. They've had pieces missing. They're all coming back. Everything trends up for this team for this year. So if we just take the schedule alone, I believe Deshaun Watson can get you 4,000 yards. If I'm being honest, I believe he can get you 4,500. I think I'm going to shock a few people with that prediction, but I think it's there for him to grab. What makes him very exciting, of course, is the running upside. The guy will continue to run. He has torn both ACLs. Is he going to be around in the NFL for long? No, probably not. But I only need him around for this year. And you know what? If he delivers on his running capability, there's 700 yards to maybe 1,000. This is Michael Vick stuff. This is the shortcut to success any fantasy owner wants. You want to get him at the right ADP. The right ADP is the third round. Unfortunately, most leagues that he is going in the third, which is unfortunate. I'm not stretching into the second. I want to anchor my team with 2 other guys. I believe in him that much, I won't even take another quarterback. I'd only take another quarterback if I really felt I didn't believe in him, but I wouldn't bother in his case. Also, if you think about this, so if you've got 4,500 yards, that's approximately 200 fantasy points thereabouts. You then add in 700 rushing yards. We're now up to 270. You sprinkle in somewhere between 30 and 40 touchdowns. Probably 7 on the ground. My God, it can win you a league. That is exciting. That's the ceiling that anybody wants to draft. And you know what? You're not getting it cheap, because funny enough, I was hoping that everybody would ease off these 2 elite guys. That's Rodgers and Watson, and leave them. Sit them out there. Maybe they fall into the 4th or late 3rd for me to snag. They didn't. And Rodgers falls under this category as well. So when we talk about Watson, we've got to mention Rodgers here, because he is elite. And I would take Rodgers over Watson, 100%. But if Rodgers is gone and Watson is there, that is what I will do. And I would take him. It just hasn't happened so far. May have a chance to remedy that. Got 1 live draft left. Hoping I get a chance at some point to grab this kid. Looking for the upside. But as I say, you cannot pass these over, because they can be massive in terms of points. And depending on league format, you saw how Wilson led in PPR leagues. He had 450 fantasy points. Come on, just think about this for a minute. You're talking about a kid that's even got more upside than Wilson. I want a piece of that. So do you. That's what fantasy's built on, is that potential. 7 games is a decent sample size. It was good enough to know that they're special. I've seen enough in preseason to think they're back. They're all clicking. It's a great schedule. You want some of that. That's fantasy. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the series of bold predictions. We'll look back on them next year, and hopefully you've capitalised on some of them. And of course, always give us your feedback, your thoughts, like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.